Tryna fuck a little friend of a friend. All through say I'm tryna fuck. Dick jammed up, think I'm out of luck. Went home, then roll me a blunt. That hurt my feelings, I'm not gonna front.
Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm here to tell you guys a crazy story that just happened, just like literally just before I came to the bus stop right here. And I'm gonna explain it in great detail where I'm not gonna have to go back and tell you guys what happened before certain events. I'm gonna give y'all flat out what happened. So basically, sitting at a bar, right? And it was this guy and his friend, I thought, but it was two white guys, and they were kind of being loud while talking, but it wasn't even what they were talking about for the most part. It was the tone of which they were talking in, and the tone that they were talking in wasn't such a good tone to use when you're a follower of God, if you know what I mean. So, but I wasn't really paying attention, so I really didn't give a fuck. I didn't care. I didn't really care to really think about what they were talking about or what tone they were talking in. So then one of them get off at one stop, and then it's just me and then one left, right? But this one that is left, he's a little bit older. He's like 50. He's like mid-50s. But he's slender type shit. And that comes in handy in the next part of the story. So then, after all that bullshit happened, got up, and I was gonna go up the stairs and leave the BART. And then he was like, "Is there an elevator?" And I was like, "There should be one around here, like around the stairs, because there's always one around the stairs." So then, hold on. I'm just gonna record while I'm walking, but yeah, city of San Francisco is quite crazy to walk in at night. But anyways, like I was saying, so there's stairs on the other side. I mean, there's an elevator on the other side of the stairs. So I told him, and then he was like, "You seem real." He seen me going up. I'm finna go up the stairs, and then he was like, "Wow, it doesn't seem to bother you at all. You seem real determined." And I was like, "Well, it's not that big of a deal." And then that's when he was like, "Well, I should go with you too, since something." What did he say? He said, "I should go with you too then." But I didn't really hear him because I had my AirPods on or my earphones. So he was talking to me, and I don't know. I think basically I'm going to just tell it how I took everything at the moment and then explain about everything. I'm going to go into further detail after. So basically, after that, we start going up the stairs, and he's like, "You're gonna let an old man beat you?" And then I was like, hold on. So yeah, he was like, "You're gonna let an old man beat you?" So then I started teeing up, and I started going fast, and he was like, "Oh no," he said something like that, but it was kind of like he was extra when he did it. But I didn't really take into account, but I felt something was off. He was extra. So then after that, we're still racing, and I think he beat me, but only by like 1 or 2 stairs. And then that's when we got up there, he was like, "Woo!" And he started being hella loud, I promise you. And remember, I was 1 or 2 steps behind him. So I'm hearing everything he's saying, and I'm right next to him. So people are looking at me like I know this nigga, or I'm associated with this white nigga, and I'm just not. He came up to me doing all this extra shit. So then he's like, I'm coming from, he was like, "I'm coming from," wherever he was coming from. And he asked where I was coming from, but I was out of breath because I just ran. So I was like gasping for air while trying to answer his question. And I answered like 5 of his questions. But after I answered 5 of his questions, so basically, when we got up the stairs and he made that loud ass noise he gave me, he was reaching for me. He tried to give me a high five. He was reaching for a high five. So I was like, okay, high five. But I was deceived. When I went to go, right when our hands connected, nigga held onto my hand. Like I think he had 2 hands on my hands. Like he was I don't know. I don't want to say it, but I feel like he was groping my hand. Is that the best way to put it? But it wasn't. It was like I feel like it was a white person thing. Like white people do that. So I wasn't. I was tripping off of it. I'm not gonna say I wasn't, because I was tripping off of it. Like, yeah, I was tripping on it, but it wasn't no regular trip. It wasn't. I wasn't mad. I wasn't crashing out. I wasn't sad. I felt scared. You know, genuine fear. You know, once he did that, but it wasn't. That wasn't even the worst part. That's when everything took a turn. But I was willing, when I felt the fear and the terror and everything, I was willing to push those feelings aside and just end off on a good note. But old fucking white buddy over here didn't want to end off on a good note. But he got happy, and after he grasped my hand, then he started asking me questions. He asked me like 5 questions. Where are you from? Da, da, da. I don't know when. Like, everything is starting to be, and niggas gonna think this shit funny. You guys should laugh at this. It is kind of funny. But yeah, and then after that, he called me beautiful. He said, you're beautiful. And then when I heard him say that, hold on. But hey, when I heard him say, hey man, you're beautiful, man, I feel like that's when everybody started looking at me. And then that's when he said that, I felt violated. I felt harassed. I felt like that was his intentions all along, was to get at me. You know what I mean? And I promise you, I ain't gonna say he was saying I never had a gay nigga try to get at me. Actually, no, because I have. He's not the first gay nigga who's trying to get at me that lives out here. I mean, hold on. Well, I'll say about 3-4 gay niggas in my lifetime try to get at me. I don't think that's bad. I just wanted to say that quick story time. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you want to see next. And I'm out. Peace.
I get caught in your war and bliss. Is it too much if I ask for a kiss? Say we friends, but I can't comprehend. If we are friends, then I want this to end. Tell me you're friendly, I cannot pretend. I want you to be more just than a friend. Shit hurt, I cannot pretend. Why don't you treat me more?